Hi Luca, it's Auntie Darcy. I am not there with you while you're in Portugal, but I thought I'd take you on a couple little walks that we like to take together since we're going to be apart for a little bit. I'm going to keep it a simple one on the first one here, and we're going to take a little art tour of the house. So I'm going to turn you around and we'll do our usual art tour that we like to go through. Okay, here we are. We like to start in the kitty room. And we've got the two Siamese kitties there with their blue eyes and the nice orange flowers around them. Yeah, and we always wonder what they're looking at. There's something over there. Okay, and we move on to the tomcat. Here we are at the tomcat. Tomcat that has a big orange in front of it. Yeah, this painting was one of the original designs for a clementine box. You have clementines in your fridge at home. And that's what this was a cover for, was a clementine box. Yeah, it almost looks like a ball, that orange, right? And then we come over to the white sleeping kitty. Well, not really sleeping, looking at us like it would like to go to sleep. Very peaceful kitty. And we always end up looking at the kitty sculpture. And we usually hold the kitty. Yeah, I like to hold the kitty, take a look at the kitty. Yeah. It's a wooden kitty. I think it used to be painted a color at some point, but the color's gone now. Yeah. All right. Continuing on in the kitty room, we've got the kitty rug. Kitty rug. That cat's holding a mouse. Yeah, and we like to touch it because the rug is very soft. Yeah. There's the kitty face with the mouse. And then we continue on to this painting with the little person holding a kitty in her arms to keep the doggies from chasing it. Yeah, and she's wearing yellow boots and a yellow hat. Makes you wonder if it's raining out. And then we continue on to this kitty. Yeah, it's kind of a green kitty with funny whiskers and funny little toes. Yeah. Okay, we've got other kitties. We're not done in the kitty room. We have the little plate that has a kitty, an orange kitty in it. Almost looks like an Edward Gorey kitty, if you ask me. Yep, and then we come out to the lion. Yeah, a big lion. Pounce. It looks like it's about to pounce. Right? And then we can stop and say hi to Jojo, who's not a kitty. Hi, Joey. Joey's a puppy. Yeah, Joey's a puppy. Hi, Joey. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's saying, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, and then this one's a little tricky to see, but there's a kitty in there. There's a kitty lying down here on his back, reaching up at the birdies. See those birds? Birds are up at a bird feeder. And the kitty is down here wanting to play with those birds. And we've got this kitty. That one might be hard to see with the light. Let's see. We'll take it down so we can see it better. There we go. There's that kitty. That kitty looks like it's sitting on a table, looking back at us. Yeah, I'll hang that kitty back up later. Okay, we have one more kitty in the house, so we're gonna go into the kitchen. And we always forget about this kitty. Kitty with a fish napkin. That was painted by our friends Uncle Preston and Mimi. It was painted by their brother-in-law. That kitty's got... No, that wasn't. This one was. The whale. That's the one that was painted by Mimi and Preston's friend, brother-in-law. Yeah. That's a big whale with a person in it. This one was painted by Donna Esther Brooks, and she lives in Florence, I believe. But that's a kitty with a fish napkin. So while we're in the kitchen, got the whale, right? The person in it. And then we can come in here, see the 2 birds in the pantry, the 2 bird hex signs. That's actually 4 birds, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 birds, right? Back out, got 4 birds. 2 that are yellow and blue, and 2 that are red and green and a little brown. And this one, I don't know if you've noticed this before, but this one has a little snake. A snake in there and 2 flowers and a big heart on the top. They both have hearts on the top, right? There's a heart and there's a heart, right? Yeah, and they all have flowers. Yeah, I don't think there's any more art in the pantry. We do have our funny timer, right? Yeah. I can make that go tick, tick, tick. And it goes ding, 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 ding. It's not really dinging though. Yeah, not really dinging. All right, so then we do have more art in the kitchen though, right? We've got the frog, right? Ribbit, ribbit. It's our frog. And there's our pizza peel. What else do we have in the kitchen? We've got the alphabet, flowers, and vegetables, right? It's A to Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, right? It's the alphabet, flowers and vegetables. And we have tea and herbs. It's got a teapot. It's got little tea containers here. Right? And we have our metal fish. We like to poke that metal fish, right? Yeah, that fish is used to make like Jello molds. Yeah. All right. Okay, I've moved us into the yellow room. A little hard to see. You know what? I think I should close the curtain because the light is shining on the sun. There we go. Oh, that's a little better. There's the sun. I'll try to block the, there we go. You like these ones. This is the sun picture and the moon picture, right? Yep, and then we've got the many moons. Yeah. That's all the phases of the moon for this entire year. And then we've got our flooding sign on top of the bathroom door. And then we've got 2 people, maybe dancing. We've never really figured out what they're doing. And then we've got the young person standing. Maybe I should turn a light on in here, huh? It's kind of hard to see. That's probably a good idea. Here's the light. Let me get the light on. There we go. Oh, the light has a pattern. It's like a leopard skin pattern, right? That's a little better. There we go. All right, so there's the young person, right? Standing. And this is Ryan's picture that he made when he was younger. And there's a person praying, maybe. Yeah. And then we walk over to this one and got the guy with the big beard. And then we've got 2 people and a baby. And then we have the painting that I always say looks like Auntie Ellen, and then you always say no. Right? All right, I'm gonna pause again. We'll move into the next room. Okay. Here we are in our bathroom, and we've got apple, frog, leaf, and road. You like this one. You like to see the apple and the frog, leaf, and road but more importantly, the apple. Right? You really like the apple. Okay, and then we've got these paintings here. So we have Auntie Ellen, and that is Jonathan, Charlie, and another one of Jonathan. And then we've got our dentist up there doing some work on someone's tooth. Yeah, and then the last time we were in here, we really got into our little people, right? I still haven't put them back up, but we've got our Medusa head, right? She's like a crazy lady with snakes in her hair, right? And then we've got the young lady who looks like she's standing in the wind, right? Yeah. And then, weren't so interested in this one, but we've got the mirror. It's got the little people all around it dancing. Yeah. All right. It's our bathroom, right? All the pictures, we'll take one last good look at the apple, frog, leaf, and road. And I'm going to pause again. Okay, here we are in our dining room, and we've got Clara, right? She's sitting on her couch, and it says, "Hush, Clara, and study your moths." She's supposed to be doing some work on studying, right? And then we've got all our cabinet of pictures here. I wish I could show you more of those, but we still haven't put them back up from last time we took them all down and looked at them, right? But I can show you Auntie Ellen, and that would be great-grandpa. Yeah. All right, and then we've got the mom with the baby, defending her baby. We got the lady, right? And she has like space to put things in the top of her head. Remember, we pulled a bunch of dried flowers and dirt out of there. All right, passing by that yellow room again. Coming on to the clowns. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, those clowns. But we can pass up to the elephant. Got a nice green elephant that we usually like to hold. And then, yeah, another person praying. Right, that's Ryan's least favorite picture in the house. Okay, and we've got the little schoolgirls and the nuns going into, I guess, school, or maybe it's church, I'm not sure. And then we've got another one. People walking around in a village. Yeah. All right, and then we have the ladies who are swimming. Okay, and I'm gonna pause again. Okay, bye, Luca. And I'll send you another video soon. And give Auntie Ellen a big hug for me. Love you.